It is halftime at Colby High School. The Colby Lady Eagles with some digging to do, and we do have an explanation as to why, from our perspective, the scoreboard has been off for the entire first half. Here is what happened. When we told you earlier that the table buzzed and wanted to talk to one of the officials in the first quarter, it was regarding one of Mike and Hamlin's early shots. Mike and Hamlin made the first two baskets of the game for Hugoton. One of those, by the official, was ruled to have been a three-pointer. I am here to tell you, as sure as I live and breathe, it was not a three-point shot. Absolutely not even close. But it goes in the book as a three-point shot because the official says so. So yes, the score on the board is correct. It is 32-15. Hugoton with a 17-point halftime advantage. Dan Lucero with you here on the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. The second-ranked team in Class 3A, the Hugoton Lady Eagles, fell behind 3-0 to Colby early, then went on a, 7-0 run, and then a 14-0 run that spanned the end of the first quarter and the start of the second. They led 18-5 after one, 21-5 early in quarter number two. Colby has been able to get no closer than 14 since then. Emma Wright giving Colby an unexpected offensive jolt with a pair of second quarter three-pointers. Hugoton ended the quarter on a 5-0 mini run, and they lead it by 17, 32-15. Halftime numbers when we come back. You're listening to the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. It's Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride. Halftime numbers in this one as Hugoton leads Colby 32-15 in GWAC girls basketball action. Hugoton led by Mike and Hamlin with 13 points. Gianna Voss has 7. It's 4 for Samaya Adigan, 3 for Abby Slocum, 3 for Brecken Haar, and 2 for Julian Salazar. Colby got 7 points from Brooklyn Jones, 6, a career-high tying 6 for Emma Wright, and 2 points for Emma Curry. Colby trails by 17 at the half. The second half comes your way next. You've been listening to the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. It's Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride. Second half about to get underway with the start of the third quarter from Colby High School. Hugoton leading Colby 32-15 in this Great West Activities Conference girls basketball contest. Both teams 1-0 in GWAC play entering the night. Hugoton ball left to right as the third quarter is underway. Their starting five is on the floor, and they are quick into the front court. Samaya Adigan with the dribble across the left wing for Gianna Voss. To the top of the key for Salazar. Julian Salazar back to Voss between the circles. Voss working the dribble against Colby's 2-3 zone. Brecken Haar and Mike and Hamlin, the other two on the floor for Hugoton. We'll set Colby's lineup here in a bit. Pass deflected by Curry. Comes through left corner to Hamlin, who misses the long two. Offense rebound. Haar, her putback too strong off the glass. And then a foul called on Hugoton on the rebound. That goes on Brecken Haar, her second. And the first on either team, 28 seconds into the half. Colby with their starting five. Briley McKee, Logan Nolan, Brooklyn Jones, Emma Curry, and Bren Stanley. Jones up the left side into the front court for Colby. Bounce pass, top of the key, caught by Bren Stanley. Turns to face the basket and feeds underneath. McKee with some space, but she fumbled the ball. Has to pull it back out to Jones. Extra pass, Curry, left wing three. Swish! Emma Curry from downtown. Her 17th made three of the season. Colby within 14. It's 32-18, less than a minute into the third quarter. Voss to Salazar between the circles, across to Hamlin right wing. She swings it to Salazar between the circles, and now Hamlin has it right back, the future Wyoming Cowgirl basketball player. Voss left wing back to Salazar, who fakes an entry pass, feeds it back to Voss. She throws it in the paint. Adigan has it, spins against a double team, kicks it back to Voss, who fakes a three left wing, and gives back to Salazar, top of the circle. Good defense by Colby on this possession, denying Adigan a look as the double team of Curry and Stanley closed. Now Adigan has it short corner, driving into the paint, kicks across right wing, a three on the way from Hamlin, off the back rim, offensive rebound of Voss, another second chance for Hugoton. Adigan an open look from three on the left wing, that's too firm, and a big bounce on the board comes down in the hands of Brooklyn Jones for Colby. 6:20 to quarter, Colby down by 14. They have trailed since an early 7-0 Hugoton run, put them behind 7-3. Jones takes a handoff from Stanley between the circles, driving on Voss with the left hand, behind the back to the right, kick out right corner to Nolan. She fakes a three and steps back. Hamlin does well to stay on her feet and challenge and force Nolan to pass away, top of the key for Stanley. Facing away from the basket, the freshman Stanley hands off to her fellow freshman Nolan, working the dribble between the rings, backing away from Hamlin defensively. Coming to set a screen is Stanley as Nolan shuffles to her left and now hands the ball to Bren Stanley. Now it's with Jones between the circles, guarded by Hamlin on a switch. Lefty dribble into the paint, right-handed fall away floater, switch for Brooklyn Jones. She's got 9 to lead the way for Colby. Started this half on a 5-0 mini run to get within a double. 32-20 Hugoton with 5.5 minutes to play in the third. Voss holds the ball above her head on the left wing. Plays catch with Salazar on the perimeter. Salazar with it right now behind the volleyball line. Back to the left wing in front of her own bench is Voss. It's a reversal to the right wing for Hamlin. Back door, Voss catches the lob, leans in, misses a lefty layup, has her own rebound, and makes it the second time around. Gianna Voss with 9. Hugoton, 34-20, they lead it. 3 minutes into the third. Nolan into the front court, bounces for Stanley, top of the circle. She holds the ball above her and now hands it off to Nolan coming back for the ball. Voss on Nolan, right-hand drive for Logan into the paint, and she's fouled. Aggressive drive by the freshman Logan Nolan, and a personal foul called on Gianna Voss on the reach-in. That's Voss's second, and the second on Hugoton in the half. Emma Curry slaps the basketball underneath to set the play in motion, finds Jones, who fumbles the ball out of bounds. That's happened a couple of times with Colby tonight, with the ball underneath, and with points at a premium and facing this kind of a deficit. You feel the pressure to score when you have an opportunity that good, and that has happened at least 3 times tonight, that a Colby player has just dropped a ball underneath with a chance at an open layup. Hamlin down low to Adigan, left block, across the floor to an open Salazar, right corner, 3, too strong. Another offensive rebound for Gianna Voss in the middle of the paint. Back out to Salazar, she reloads from the top of the arc. That's an air ball, and the ball out of bounds. Yancey Walker talked about the importance of defensive rebounding in the pregame show, and suffice it to say that Colby has not been able to control the glass on that end tonight. Trailing 34-20, 4:10 to play third quarter, to the number 2 ranked team in Class 3A. Stanley hands to Nolan between the circles with the dribble. Backing away from Hamlin. Bounce pass to Stanley, left elbow. holding it above her head, puts it on the deck. The dribble handoff disrupted, and it's a steal by Voss. Gianna Voss on the breakaway, lay it with the right hand up and in. She's into double figures with 11. It's a 36-20 Hugoton lead as they match their largest lead of the night. Check that, they're 1 point off their largest lead of the night, my mistake. 5 to play in the third. Nolan picked up by Adigan on a switch, picks up the dribble high right, hands off to Briley McKee, who comes and gets it. Now McKee double team, stripped to the ball by Hamlin at midcourt. That's the 10th Colby turnover. 2-on-1 the other way. Adigan to Hamlin, who powers inside, lays it in, and draws the foul. Brooklyn Jones picks up the personal, her second. Hamlin looking for the contact. That's a savvy play, and she earned the and one opportunity. Hamlin with a game-high 15 points. And heads to the line as both teams make subs. Stanley and McKee out for Colby. Starbuck into the post and right to a guard spot. Meanwhile, Slocum checks in, replacing Salazar for Hugoton. Hamlin misses the free throw short. Brooklyn Jones has the board. Hugoton just 4 of 8 from the free throw line, but they have their largest lead of the game now, 38-20. Brooklyn Jones, step back three, left wing over Adigan, off the back rim, off the top of the backboard, rebounded by Logan Nolan in the right corner. Good hustle by Nolan. Jones has it between the circles as Colby resets, driving with the left hand into the paint. Righty runner may have been partially blocked by Adigan. I'm not sure if it's a pass or what, but Hamlin caught it out of quickly the other way. It's Voss down the lane, the lefty layup, good and one. Hugoton just getting down the floor quicker than Colby is in transition now. And they are up by 20 with an opportunity for the and one for Gianna Voss. The foul called on Anna Starbuck is her third. Brooklyn Jones checks out for Colby, replaced by Janessa Cheney. And Stanley will relieve Starbuck before Voss tries the and one opportunity. Voss tonight 1 out of 1 from the free throw line. Right at her season average right now with 13 points. And she'll stay there as the free throw rimmed out, rebounded by Stanley for Colby. 8-0 run for Hugoton there, doubling up Colby, 40-20 with 2:40 to play in the third. And a foul called on Voss, reaching in on Nolan as they cross the midline. Third foul on Voss, third foul on Hugoton in the half. Inbound from the left sideline into Nolan. She angles left with the dribble, now backs up and swings back around to the right. Pass to Curry, pulling it away from the aggressive Adigan. No look pass, right corner for Cheney. Cheney puts it on the deck. Right wing for Nolan, who penetrates, cut off at the foul line, brings the dribble back out behind the arc. Now Stanley has it between the circles. Colby running this set a lot with Stanley at the top of the key, trying to bring the post defender outside. Nolan looking for the back door, underthrows Stanley, and it's stolen away by Haar. Turnover number 11 for Colby. Adigan the other way, down the lane left, and she's fouled on the floor by Nolan from behind. Nolan's first, team foul number 3.
Foul on number 1, Logan Nolan.
Allie Flanagan at the table for Colby. She checks in for Nolan.
Number 14, Allie Flanagan checks in.
Kelly replaces Haar, and we have a timeout called by Hugoton. It is a full timeout. We'll take it with 2:07 to play in the third quarter. Hugoton 40, Colby 20. You're listening to the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride. Out of the timeout, Hugoton with the ball in a 20-point lead over Colby, 40-20 in the final 2 minutes of the third quarter. On the right wing, Samaya Adigan drives with the right hand into a double team on the block. Kicks out for Emmy Lott, who just checked in for her first action. The 6'2 senior getting a touch. Now Adigan back with it on the right wing as Colby settled themselves defensively, got in front of everybody. Salazar with it now, right hand dribble and driving kick to Adigan. Brings it around on an angle dribble to the top of the key and leaves it for Slocum. Slocum double dribble with the basketball. And Hugoton turns it over. Slocum for Hugoton. Turns it over for the 8th time. Colby started this quarter on a 5-0 run. Hugoton has scored 8 straight points since to build their largest lead. Emma Wright angles right with the dribble. Hands off to Curry, right side. Pass across, caught by Cheney. Left wing for Flanagan. Hugoton in a 2-3 trying to trap out high. Left corner, Curry hoists the 3. Left it short. Lott rebounds. Reaching in to try and tie it up is Flanagan. And she forces the jump ball. Colby has the arrow. Good work by Allie Flanagan to rescue the possession for Colby. Emma Curry will inbound underneath. Brooklyn Jones not on the floor for Colby here, down by 20. Inbound to Cheney, back to Curry on the block, dribbling it to her right. Baby hook was blocked, but she was fouled. They got the help defender Slocum on a reach in, her first. Team foul number 4 on Hugoton, and Emma Curry to the line for a pair. On the year, 64% shooting at the charity stripe. First free throw on the way for Emma, nothing but nylon. Puts a stop to Hugoton's 8-0 run with 1:11 to play in this third quarter. One more coming for Curry, and she goes 2 for 2. 40-22 Hugoton, final 70 seconds of the third. Adigan in the front court, hesitation dribbles. Cheney reaching in, and she is called for the foul. That is Cheney's third, team foul number 4. The dribble was mishandled by Adigan, and Cheney saw an opportunity to go for a steal, but was just a little in reaching in and got the body. Cheney sits, replaced by Brooklyn Jones for Colby, and now Mike and Hamlin is back for Hugoton, checking in for Jalen Kelly. Inbound caught by Hamlin, top of the key. She drives with the left into the paint. Scoop shot with the right, short, but she's fouled. Emma Curry, the guilty party there. Her second, team 5 on Colby. And Mike and Hamlin heads to the line for a pair. She has 15 to lead all scorers. Gianna Voss with 13. First free throw on the way for Hamlin, off the back rim, no good. Mike Hamlin over the 1,000-point career mark as a junior in 58 career games entering tonight, has 1,066 career points. She splits the pair. Friendly bounce on the second free throw. 41-22 Hugoton. 1 minute and counting to play in the third. Into the front court is Wright. Pass to the left wing is stolen away by Salazar. Salazar read the mail, feeds the cutter in transition. Hamlin all the way to the basket unguarded for an easy deuce. Get in with the right hand. Hamlin now has 8 at her season average per night. Emma Wright into the trap out high, able to steer it to Flanagan along the sideline. One dribble and a pass to Curry, top of the key. She pump fakes a 3. Left wing pass for Jones. Cross court to a leaping Emma Wright up top. Now Curry straight on, 3-pointer up. Air ball and out of bounds. Good look for Emma Curry, just didn't draw any iron. And Colby hustles back defensively. Briley McKee checks in, replacing Jones. Brecken Haar replaces Emmy Lott for Hugoton. And Jalen Kelly is also at the table, replacing Adigan for the visiting blue-clad Lady Eagles in this battle of Eagles. 23 seconds to play in the third. 21-point Hugoton lead, 43-22. Hamlin dashes past her defender to the top of the key, stops there and delivers to Salazar right side. Now comes back around left wing for Slocum. Back around the horn, right wing, Salazar with 8 seconds. Hamlin on the drive, through the zone, righty floater, up around the rim and in. 20 points for Mike and Hamlin, down to 2, down to 1. There's the horn, that's the end of number 3. It is all Hugoton tonight here in Colby. The defending GWAC champs looking to go to 2-0 in league play as they lead the Colby Lady Eagles 45-22. Back with the fourth quarter after this. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride. Dan Lucero back with you for the start of the fourth quarter from Colby High School. The Colby Lady Eagles trailing the second-ranked team in Class 3A, Hugoton, 45-22. Make it 47-22. Right out of the quarter break, Samaya Adigan finds free space on the left block against Colby's zone and scores off the window. It's 7 straight points now for Hugoton, and their lead is a game-high 25 points, 47-22. Half a dozen points for Adigan tonight for Hugoton. Colby ball right to left as you're listening. Bren Stanley with it top of the key. Out there with Flanagan, McKee, Wright, and Curry. Bounce pass to the right side. Wright has it 30 feet from the basket on the wing. Delivers to Stanley between the circles. Stanley hands off to Curry, who squares up and shoots an NBA three from straight on. Off the back rim, no. Rebound tipped, and Adigan has it for Hugoton. Out ahead to Voss, sprinting down the left side into the front court. Voss with the right hand, Euro steps to the cup and finger rolls it in with the right hand. Nifty finish by Jonna Voss in transition. She's got 15, 49-22, a 27-point Hugoton lead. Colby was briefly within a dozen to start the third quarter. It's been all Hugoton since. They're on a 17-2 run since then. Flanagan stops her dribble up top, left wing for Wright. She puts it on the deck and steers it for Stanley top of the key. Stanley feeds it back to Wright on a handoff between the circles. Right wing for Flanagan, being guarded by Hamlin. Now Stanley back with it top of the key. Stanley hands it to Flanagan. Is Colby just not able to get paint touches? It's just a lot of the ball at the perimeter, and now a steal. Adigan reaching in, takes it away from Adigan to the trailer Har. Left corner for Hamlin, who drives the baseline. Pull up 10-foot jumper short. Rebounded by Emma Curry for Colby, ripping it away from Har. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter, Colby down by 27. As it looks like their bid for a 3-game winning streak will be denied by Hugoton, who will win their fourth in a row. Curry out to Flanagan between the circles. Trap coming. Back to Curry up top. Turnaround three-pointer from straight on off the front rim. Rebounded by Bren Stanley, pulling it out of traffic. Curry has it back top of the key. Left corner for Wright. She fakes a three and drives. Bounces into the post for Stanley, who missed the layup. Rebounded by Har. Reaching in is McKee to force a jump ball, and Colby has the arrow. Good effort there from Riley McKee. Colby makes 2 subs. Logan Nolan and Brooklyn Jones checking in for Curry and McKee. Jones has just 9 points, has only finished not in double figures once in 14 games this year. On the out-of-bounds play, ball deflected by Voss, leaping to volleyball, spike the ball out of bounds in the far corner as Flanagan tried to pass out of trouble. Flanagan will inbound beneath the free throw line, extended along that right sideline. Right next to her coach, Yancy Walker. In for Wright. Back to Flanagan on the wing. Now with Nolan between the circles. Angle dribble left. Left wing pass to Jones. Guarded by Salazar in the zone. Out to the top of the key for Flanagan. Right wing Nolan. Right corner to Wright. Stanley looking for a seal. Can't get one against Voss. Now the cutter is Jones. Turnaround jumper right baseline. Up and hit every part of the rim and drops in. And Brooklyn Jones, for the 14th time in 15 games this season, is into double figures. She has 11, but Colby still trails 49-24 with 3 minutes and change gone in the fourth quarter. Pass from Har, thrown away well over the head of Salazar and out of bounds in the backcourt. A turnover for Hugoton, their 9th. Colby talked about limiting turnovers tonight. They only have 13. Not a great number, but not a crippling number by any stretch. But certainly Hugoton has maximized what they have done with those turnovers. Jones on the block, shoots up off the glass over Hamlin, couldn't get it to fall. The rebound loose out of bounds, last touch by Colby. 4:41 to play in this one. Hugoton with a 25-point advantage. 2 officials conferring underneath the basket. Anna Starbuck is at the table. They're going to change the call, give Colby the ball back. The officials conferred, and it will be Colby's ball as Starbuck is allowed to check in, replacing Bren Stanley. Below the free throw line, extended on the right. Flanagan to inbound. Starbuck is open on the elbow. Jumper from there on the way. Off the front rim. Rebounded by Hamlin. Outlet ahead to Voss. Hugoton on the run. 2-on-2 with the defender trailing. And Voss goes it alone again. The Euro step and the right-handed layup good. Gianna Voss with 17 points. 51-24 Hugoton with 4:20 to play in the fourth quarter. If she were not teammates with Mike and Hamlin, who is an awesome player, more people would know who Gianna Voss was. There's no question. But she's got the goods to be one of the best players in the state, too. And on just about any other 3A team, she would be the headliner. Right, top of the key for Starbuck. She hands off to Logan Nolan, who angles left to the wing and feeds right in the corner. Flanagan wants it on the block. Instead, it's Starbuck up top. Skip pass to the right wing for Nolan. She uses her dribble with the left hand between the legs. And now to Starbuck, top of the key. Left wing for right, left corner. Colby being very deliberate on offense here, down by 27. On the drive, Starbuck goes right by Har. The right-handed layup misses, but she's fouled. And Anna Starbuck heads to the free throw line for a pair. Foul called on Hamlin, her first. Just haven't seen enough of that offensive aggressiveness from Colby tonight. They've not been able to get comfortable because of Hugoton's pressure defense out on the perimeter. Starbuck splashes home the first free throw. She's a 63% foul shooter. That's a number that is trending up in the last couple of weeks. Emma Curry in, and Allie Flanagan out for Colby. Abby Slocum checks in, replacing Brecken Har for Hugoton. One more free throw for Starbuck with 3:40 left in the game, and that one is short. Rebounded by Hamlin. 51-25 Hugoton. Hamlin front court, hands to Voss, top of the key. Angle dribble left for Voss, backing away from her defender, Emma Wright. Now Slocum has it in front of the Hugoton bench. Around the horn, right wing for Salazar. So the high post for Hamlin. Driving on Curry, goes past Curry, late with the right hand, falls off the rim. Fight for the rebound, and a jump ball is whistled between Curry and Hamlin. And the arrow belongs to Hugoton. You're listening to Eagle Basketball, 100.3 The Ride, KRDQ Colby. Dan Lucero with you Friday night from Colby High School. Inbound lob caught by Emma Curry, stealing it away from Hamlin. Turnover number 10 for Hugoton. Brooklyn Jones in the front court for Colby. Driving on Hamlin to the basket. Scoop shot with the left hand, up and in. She floated it up and in over Hamlin. 13 for Jones. Colby within 51-27 with 3 minutes to go. Left corner, Voss fakes a three as Curry came out to challenge. Lob for Adigan, top of the key. She drives with the right hand, pulls up in the paint, kick out right corner Slocum. Extra pass Hamlin, open three right wing is an air ball, and the rebound out of bounds. Good defense there for Colby on the zone, rotating, and Hamlin got a look, but a closer came out defensively to alter the look and forced an air ball. Brecken Har back in for Hugoton, replacing Salazar. 2:45 to play. Colby down by 24. Outcome not really in doubt, but Colby fighting to the end here to try and get some positive momentum as they start a very tough stretch with tonight's game. They've got another top 10 team on the docket next in Goodland, and then a 5A foe who has already beaten them once this year on the road. Both those games on the road next week. Brooklyn Jones up top, crossover to the left, step back at the foul line, jumper on the way, off to the left, no good. Rebound fought for, and a jump ball whistled between Adigan and Starbuck. Colby has the possession arrow. Second chance coming for the Lady Eagles of Colby with 2:16 to play in the fourth quarter. Lob caught by Jones. Up and under fake, shoots up and misses off the back rim. Rebound loose, and Hamlin runs it down near for Hugoton. Long lead pass ahead for Voss in the front court. She accelerates into the paint with the right hand, and the layup at the basket, up and in. Colby just keep Gianna Voss from scoring in transition tonight. 19. 53-27 with 1:53 to play. Adigan darting in at the top of the key, trying to steal the ball from Logan Nolan, but she's called for a foul instead. Adigan's second, team foul number 6 on Hugoton in the half. Janessa Cheney enters for Colby, replacing Emma Wright. Emma Curry was on the near left sideline to inbound. Problem was the official had the ball on the far right sideline. Curry had to jog across the floor, inbounds to Jones. Off a Starbuck screen to the top of the key. Jones with the right hand, crosses to the left, driving on Voss to the basket. Lefty layup up and good off the window. 15 for Brooklyn Jones. 53-29, Colby trailing. Final 90 seconds of this one. Into the front court, an offensive foul. Anna Starbuck standing in and drawing the charge on Gianna Voss. Voss's fourth. Colby will clear the bench. Curry, Jones, and Nolan, starters who are on the floor, go to the sideline for the remainder of the night, presumably, with a minute 28 left. We're going to see Hayden Bellamy for the first time. The 5'7" sophomore checks in along with and Cheney. And Yancey Walker wants a full timeout and takes one as Colby crosses midcourt with the ball. We'll take a 1 minute break with a minute 19 to go. Colby trailing Hugoton 53-29. You're listening to the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride. Minute 19 to play at Colby High School. The Colby Eagles trailing Hugoton 53-29. As we return to action, Colby has the ball right to left as you listen, and Hugoton has taken the opportunity to clear their bench just as Colby has cleared theirs. Everyone who is dressed for Colby tonight has gotten into the game with the sub-in of Hayden Bellamy. Bellamy has it left corner. She fires up a triple. That's an air ball. Starbuck with the rebound, and she's fouled underneath. DNA Armendariz with that foul. And that is a bonus opportunity for Anna Starbuck going to the line as it puts Colby in the 1-1, team foul number 8. Starbuck 1 of 2 at the line tonight. Front end of this 1-1 is off the back rim, rebounded by Armendariz. Final 50 seconds of this one. Allison Good with the dribble into the front court. Left wing pass for Ella Beasley. Now right wing for Abrielle Medina to the high post through the hands of Emmy Lott and stolen away by Emma Wright for Colby. Flanagan, left corner for Bellamy. She's open for another three-point try, and that one is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Hayden Bellamy's first career varsity points. 53-32, Colby trailing. Final 23 seconds. Medina on the right wing, up top for Good. Back to Medina on the wing with 15 seconds. High post for Lott. Looking for the cutter, Armendariz, but overthrows her out of bounds. Colby outscoring Hugoton 10-8 in this final quarter, but small consolation as they will fall to the second-ranked team in Class 3A tonight. Cheney in the front court left wing with 7 seconds, looking to feed the post. Deflected comes to Flanagan. Back to Cheney. Back to Flanagan. Left corner, three-pointer on the way, and that's an air ball. Rebounded by Bellamy. Her putback from the right baseline is short as time expires. 4 straight wins for the Hugoton Lady Eagles, the second-ranked team in Class 3A, according to the KBCA, and they dominate Colby from start to finish tonight. Your final score, Hugoton 53 and Colby 32. The Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show is next. You've been listening to the Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride. It is a final in Game 1 of our Colby Eagle basketball doubleheader tonight in the girls' contest. The second-ranked team in Class 3A, the Hugoton Lady Eagles, defeat Colby 53-32. Welcome into the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show. I'm Dan Lucero. We'll be joined by Yancy Walker, the head coach of the Lady Eagles, shortly. Colby actually led 3-0 on a Brooklyn Jones three-pointer. It would be their only lead of the night. Hugoton went on a 7-0 run and then a 14-0 run and led 21-5 rather, early in the first quarter. They would lead 32-15 at the half. Colby got within a dozen at 32-20, but would get no closer than that as a 17-2 run would ensue from Hugoton. They led 49-22 when the dust settled on that. They eased to the 21-point victory. Joining us now on the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show is the head coach of the Colby Lady Eagles, Yancy Walker. And Yancy, obviously that's a really good team. What did they do tonight offensively that you weren't quite able to get a handle on defensively the way you wanted to be able to stay close and in touch?
Oh, early on they got some easy shots. We kind of lost our shooters a little bit, and then they just got too many putbacks. I mean, that was probably the difference. And then the first half they shot a lot more free throws, so I would guess there's the difference right there.
Offensively, it felt like you were being, you placed a priority on not turning the ball over. I had you for 13, which is not a great number, but not a terrible number. Yeah. But do you think that maybe there needed to be a little bit more offensive aggressiveness tonight, or was there what was missing on the offensive end for you?
Probably, yeah. I mean, we wanted to take care of the ball, but we wanted to attack aggressively and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we just we didn't play with a lot of confidence tonight, and we talked about that in the locker room afterwards. We just got to be confident in who we are, like, I mean, I was excited to play them tonight. I was watching them on video, and I felt like that if we played as well as we could, then we'd have a chance, and we could do a couple things, and we just didn't quite ever get in sync tonight.
With two really good teams on the slate next week on the road, you got Goodland coming up on Tuesday night, then Hayes on Friday night. How much do you need that lesson to resonate, that confidence is in? You need to play with confidence if you're going to play tight with these good teams.
I just told them I want them to believe in themselves as much as I believe in them. So, I think that's just what it is. We just have to have a better mental approach to things, and have better energy with what we're doing.
Thanks for the time, Coach.
Hey, always. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's Yancy Walker, head coach of the Colby Lady Eagles. Again, they fall tonight 53-32. Let's run you through the final numbers real quick here on the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show. Hugoton led by Mike and Hamlin, the future Wyoming Cowgirl. She had 20 points. It was 19 points for Gianna Voss, 6 points for Samaya Adigan, 3 apiece for Abby Slocum and Brecken Haar, and 2 points for Julian Salazar. Colby had 5 players get into the score sheet. Brooklyn Jones, her 14th double-figure scoring game in 15 outings this year. She led the way with 15 points. It was 7 points for Emma Curry, 6 points for Emma Wright, a pair of second-quarter threes, allowing her to tie a career high with 6 points tonight. 3 points for Hayden Bellamy. Those came late. Those are Hayden's first career varsity points, and 1 point for Anna Starbuck. Colby drops to 7-8 with the loss. Hugoton goes to 11-2 with the win. Hugoton also 2-0 in the GWAC. Colby 1-1. Don't go anywhere. Game 2 of our Colby basketball doubleheader is coming your way next as the Colby Eagle boys take on the 10th-ranked team in Class 3A, the Hugoton Eagle boys. That's next. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Colby High School dance team cheerleaders for their pregame dance as our Colby Eagles stand forward.
What are we looking at?
on welcome Colby High School for the second half of our GWAC doubleheader. This game features the boys teams from the visiting Hugoton Eagles against the hometown Colby Eagles. At this time, please rise, gentlemen, and remove your caps as the Colby High School Middle School pep band plays our national anthem. Well, let's meet tonight's starting line game first with the visiting Hugoton Eagles. First up for Hugoton, a 5'9" sophomore, number 2, Deshaun Lewis. For Colby, a 5'10" junior, number 1, Hunter Vaughn. For Hugoton, a 6'1" junior, number 5, Carson Bennett. For Colby, a 5'8" junior, number 2, Braden Emhoff. For Hugoton, a 6'2" sophomore, number 11, Isaac Martin.
Welcome back to Colby High School. Time to meet the starting lineups for this Great West Activities Conference boys basketball contest between the Colby Eagles and the Hugoton Eagles. We'll meet the visitors first. The Hugoton Eagles, 9-3, ranked 10th by the KBCA in Class 3A. Their first-year head coach is Trey O'Neill. Hugoton scores 56 points a game, gives up 47.5. They'll line up like this. At the point, Deshaun Lewis, a 5'8" sophomore, averaging 4.5 points a game. At the 2 is Carson Bennett, a 6'2" junior, averaging 14 points per game. At the 3, Emmett Gaskell, a 6'3" sophomore, averaging 3 points a game. At the 4, Isaac Martin, a 6'2" sophomore, averaging 7.5 points a game. And at the 5, Cade Merrick, a 6'4" senior, averaging 3 points a game. Lewis, Bennett, Martin, Gaskell, and Mecklenburg for Hugoton. They're in road blue uniforms, white letters and numbers, red trim. The Colby Eagles are 6-8, coached by Parker McKee in his 3rd season. They score 49 points a game, give up 55. Here's how they'll line up. Hunter Vaughn at the point, the 5'11" junior, averaging 19.5 points a game. At the 2, Braden Emhoff, a 5'9" junior, averaging 4 points a game. At the 3, Carson Van Eaton, a 6' senior, averaging 10.5 points. At the 4, Shane Puckett, a 6'2" junior, averaging 7 points. And at center, Brian Barton, a 6'2" junior, averaging 2 points. Vaughn, Emhoff, Van Eaton, Puckett, and Barton for Colby. They're in home whites, black letters and numbers, orange trim on those, gray trim on the tops and the bottoms. Colby left to right, Hugoton right to left as we get things cranked up at Colby High School Game 2 of our Eagle basketball doubleheader tonight. Puckett jumping against Mecklenburg, and it's Puckett who wins the tap despite the 2-inch height disadvantage. Back to Vaughn, Colby ball to start. Hugoton out in man-to-man defense, dribble handoff, Puckett on the right side. He comes around top of the key, back in the right corner on the reversal for Emhoff. He spins baseline, cut off, back to Puckett, top of the circle. On the left wing, Van Eaton down low to Puckett, backing down Martin, kick out Barton, top of the key. He skips it to Vaughn, right wing. Left drive for step back, fakes the 3, bounce past Barton into the high post, poked away from him by Mecklenburg, diving for it, poked it as far as Emhoff near midcourt. Now Puckett left wing, extra pass Van Eaton, left corner 3-pointer, swish! Carson Van Eaton opens the scoring with a triple. His 10th made 3 of the season, picking up off. He made a pair and had a dozen points in the win over Norton on Tuesday night. Colby opens the scoring 3-0. Man-to-man defense from Colby against Hugoton. And a couple of notable absences, at least to start this game for the visiting Eagles, as driving for the layup is Gaskell. He went right past Puckett and scores off the glass with the right hand. First two for Gaskell, and Hugoton trails 3-2. 1 minute quarter. For Hugoton, they appear to be without their second leading scorer, Ryle Riddlesberger, who averages 13 points a game, and their leading rebounder, Gavin Williams. Baby hook in the paint for Carson Van Eaton is up and good. Carson Van Eaton with the baby right hand. He's got the first 5 points of the night for Colby. They lead at 5-2, 6:38 to play in the first. Mecklenburg, low block left. Lead over Hugoton, 17-15 as we start quarter number 2. Dan Lucero back with you as Colby takes the ball left to right as you listen. Rian Barton, top of the key, feeds the low post right for Shane Puckett. He turns to face the basket. Power dribble side, spinning up and under faking, kick slipped for the second time, trying to go down the lane. Hugoton ball, chance to tie or the lead. We haven't been tied since 5, and Hugoton has never led. On the drive, it's Isaac Martin careening down the lane on the left, and he scores off the glass hand for his 2 to tie the score at 17. Into the front corner, Colby, Zane Betts, left wing for left corner for the cutter. Betts fouled on. Are you not entertained? What a first half of basketball that was here at Colby High School between the Colby Eagles and the Class 3A 10th ranked Hugoton Eagles in this Great West Activities Conference clash. It's Colby with the better of the early exchanges as the orange-clad Eagles lead the blue-clad Eagles 33-28 at the half. This is the Cornerstone Ag halftime show. I'm Dan Lucero. Colby has never trailed in this one. They jumped out in front on a Carson Van Eaton three-pointer and led 3-2. Hugoton would tie the game at 5, but Colby would get another 3-ball, this one from Hunter Vaughn, to regain the lead, and they would not lose it for the rest of the first quarter, leading 17-15 at the end of 1. Hugoton tied the score early in the second quarter at 17, but then Colby scored 5 straight points, got another 3-pointer, this one coming from Shane Puckett to take their largest lead of 5 points at 22-17. Back came Hugoton to tie it at 22. Colby got back-to-back buckets to take a 26-22 lead, and there has not been a tie since then. Colby scoring on a frantic final possession of the quarter. They bled all but 3 seconds off the clock when they inbounded the ball after a timeout with 56 seconds left. Guy Tubbs tried to throw an entry pass to Hunter Vaughn. It was nowhere near Vaughn, but the ball hit 2 different players careening around in the paint, eventually came to Vaughn underneath the basket, and facing away from the rim without looking at it, he reached up and banked it in with the right hand to give Colby their current lead of 33-28. Halftime numbers coming your way next on the Cornerstone Ag halftime show. It's the Eagles on radio, 100.3 to Rise. Colby 33, Holcomb 28 at the intermission here at Colby High School in this boys basketball contest. Halftime numbers for you. Hugoton led by Carson Bennett's 10 points. 6 points for Gavin Williams off the bench. 6 points for Ryle Riddlesberger off the bench. It was 4 points for Emmett Gaskell, 2 points for Isaac Martin. Colby, only 4 scorers, but they spread the wealth around. Carson Van Eaton with 9. Guy Tubbs with 9 for Colby. It was 8 points for Shane Puckett and 7 points for Hunter Vaughn for the Colby Eagles as they have a 5-point halftime lead. Well, earlier tonight, Colby Lady Eagles had their hands full with the second-ranked team in Class 3A, and after taking an early lead, Hugoton would go on a 21-2 run in the first half to take command of the game for good. They led by 17 at the half, 23 at the end of the third, and they beat Colby by 21 tonight. Hugoton 53, Colby 32. Hugoton led by 20 points from Mike and Hamlin, the Wyoming basketball commitment, and 19 points for John Avos. Colby got 15 points from Brooklyn Jones, 7 from Emma Curry, and 6, a career high tying 6 points for Emma Wright. With the loss, Colby drops to 7-8 and 1-1 in the GWAC. The Hugoton girls are 11-2 and 2-0 in GWAC play. Colby boys trying to make it a split inside Colby High School on this Friday night. They lead Hugoton 33-28. Second half's next. You've been listening to the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show on 100.3 The Ride, KRDQ Colby. Back to Colby High School for the start of the third quarter. Colby 33, Hugoton 28. Hugoton will start with the ball left to right as you listen. 2 changes to their starters from the first half to the start of the second half. They've got Ryle Riddlesberger and Gavin Williams both out there with Carson Bennett, Emmett Gaskell at guard, and Mecklenburg in the post with Williams. Colby will start the same 5 that they started with. It will be Braden Imhoff, Hunter Vaughn, Carson Van Eaton, Shane Puckett, and Brian Barton. Hugoton working the ball around the perimeter on their first possession of the half. It's Mecklenburg bouncing for Williams. Low block right. He powers inside, but missed the layup. Rebound is juggled around. It comes to Hunter Vaughn in the paint for Colby. Out ahead to Carson Van Eaton, and the Eagles of Colby dodge a bit of a bullet on that first possession. Point blank layup for Gavin Williams, but it was too firm off the glass. A good contest by Shane Puckett. Puckett has it right wing up top for Hunter Vaughn. He pitches backwards behind the volleyball line to Carson Van Eaton. Working the drill with the right hand is Van Eaton. Left wing pass to Puckett. Up top for Vaughn. He dribbles to the right wing in front of his own bench. Deep into the corner now at the foul line for Barton. Barton faking and driving, and the runner with the right hand blocked by Williams. Loose ball rebound to Puckett underneath. The ball never hit the iron. Into the front court, Bennett. Out to the trailer, Williams. Into the right corner for Gaskell. Picked up by Van Eaton. Man-to-man defense for Colby. That's been the rule all night. Lob over the top. Head fake by Williams. Low block right, and this time he finishes. Hugoton hammering the ball inside their first two trips. Gavin Williams, who averages 6 a game, has 8 so far tonight. And they are within 3, Hugoton is, 33-30 with 6:40 to play in the third quarter. Barton on weave action, hands to Imhoff at the foul line. He tried to bounce it inside to Imhoff. It was deflected by Bennett, but Barton comes out of traffic with it, tried to pass it back to the top of the key, but the official calls a travel, ruling that Barton had come up just enough to justify a traveling violation. Disbelief on the faces of the Colby sideline when that whistle was blown and a travel was signaled. Hugoton ball the other way. Riddlesberger with the dribble out behind the volleyball line. Vaughn giving him a wide berth defensively. Left wing pass, Williams. Puckett out to challenge. Williams one dribble, top of the key for Bennett. Driving on Imhoff, stripped from behind by Vaughn, able to regather. Kick right corner, Riddlesberger for 3 in the tie, short. Offensive rebound to Bennett, and he is stripped underneath, but he is fouled. And it is a shooting foul that will send Bennett to the free throw line, I believe. Fouls on Puckett, his second, first on either team in the half, and it was not a shooting foul. I thought for sure it was a shooting foul. I thought the official signaled a shooting foul, but it will be an inbound underneath. Gaskell lobs for Williams, top of the key Mecklenburg, back to the right wing for Gaskell. He drives with the right hand. Around 2 defenders underneath the rim. Double team. Bounce pass across the lane. Stolen away by Imhoff. Colby with numbers. Outlet pass. Vaughn is ahead of everybody. Hunter Vaughn with the layup with the right hand up and in. Hunter Vaughn in transition. He's got 9. The Colby lead back to 5. 35-30. The steal and the assist there by Braden Imhoff, making a great anticipation play and then keeping his head up and finding the open man in transition. Bennett right wing for Hugoton. Contested 3 on the way. Too strong. Rebounded by Williams. He has the ball stripped. It's loose on the floor. And Van Eaton picks it up and rips it away from Mecklenburg. Colby coming the other way. 5:20 to play in the third. Vaughn with the dribble right wing. Brings it around to the top of the key. Back to the corner for Puckett. He fakes an entry. Finds Barton top of the circle. Left wing for Vaughn. Barton sets a screen. Vaughn on the drive into the paint. Kick out right corner. Puckett catch and shoot 3. Off the back rim. Long rebound to Barton, who touches it away to Vaughn. Vaughn 3 right wing. Yes! Nothing but the bottom of the net for Hunter Vaughn. His second made 3. He's got a dozen. Colby has their largest lead, 38-30, with 4:55 to play in the third. Riddlesberger feeding a cutter down the lane. Bennett, his right-handed layup over Imhoff is good. Good set there from Hugoton to get an easy bucket. Bennett with a dozen to lead the way for Hugoton. Colby by 6, 38-32, 4:35 left in the third. Vaughn hands to Puckett, left wing. He brings it up top, swings it for Imhoff, right wing. Back in the right corner for Van Eaton. Back to Imhoff, right corner, across to Vaughn, left side. In the corner, Puckett. Off a Barton screen, a lob back up top for Vaughn. Vaughn fakes a 3, off a screen, step back, right angle, long 2, drops home. Hunter Vaughn in the mid-range. He's in his bag in this third quarter. 40-32 Colby as we approach the midway point of quarter number 3. Colby with an 8-point lead over the 10th-ranked team in Class 3A. Williams on the block left with position on Barton, seals the baseline and lays it in, and Trey O'Neill calls a full timeout on the Hugoton bench. We'll take a 1-minute break with 4:02 to play in the third. Colby 40, Hugoton 34. You're listening to the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Hugoton calls a 60-second timeout.
Yeah, you gotta get plugged back in. There we go. Yeah, see if you can get that back up there safely. Colby 40, Hugoton 34, 4:02 to play, quarter number 3 here at Colby High School. Colby ball right to left as you're listening out of the timeout called by Hugoton. The inbound to Hunter Vaughn, he brings it ahead. Colby made 2 subs at the timeout, Zane Betts and Guy Tubbs, replacing Braden Imhoff and Brian Barton respectively. Tubbs, top of the key for Colby, feeds the post, it's Van Eaton, backing down a smaller defender, shot blocked by Bennett, who stayed home, stayed on his feet on the pump fake, and blocked the shot. Hugoton coming the other way in a hurry. Gaskell, left corner for Deshaun Lewis, who just checked back in. And Raul Riddlesberger between the circles, right wing for Bennett. Across for a leaping Lewis, top of the key, and he directs traffic as he brings the dribble around to the right wing. A handoff to Bennett in front of the sideline. Across to Gaskell, left corner Riddlesberger. Into the post for Martin, and Martin is shoved to the deck by Guy Tubbs on the catch. Isaac Martin fouled by Guy Tubbs. Tubbs' second foul, and team foul number 2 on Colby in the half. Inbound lob caught by Bennett, powers up and has it blocked from behind. Carson Van Eaton with the strip. Van Eaton the other way, going in alone, 1-on-3, layup, good! Carson Van Eaton, coast to coast. He's in the double figures with 11, 42-34 Colby, 3:10 left in the third. Gaskell up top, driving past Betts with the right hand, kick right corner, wide open 3, Bennett hits. Second made 3 of the night for Bennett and for Hugoton. That cuts the Colby lead to 5, 42-37. 2:53 to play in the third. On the left wing, Vaughn off a screen from Tubbs to the top of the key, picked up by Martin. Dumps it to Tubbs. Tubbs back out to Vaughn, left corner. He drives the baseline into a defender and fouled on the pass as he tried to zip it across the baseline to Puckett, who was open in the right corner. Foul's called on Gaskell for Hugoton, his second, and the first on Hugoton in the half. Inbound lob from underneath by Vaughn, caught by Van Eaton, who fakes the handoff, spins into the paint, floats it in off the glass with the right hand. Carson Van Eaton scoring in all kinds of ways tonight. He's got 13, 44-37 Colby, 2.5 minutes to play in the third. Gaskell left wing for Hugoton. Off a screen, drives, head fakes Tubbs in the air, layup, falls off the rim, but a foul is called as Tubbs went for the pump fake and picks up his third personal. That sends Emmett Gaskell to the line, where he's just a 33% foul shooter. It's team foul number 3 on Colby. Haven't met a lot of free throws in this game. Hugoton's 1 for 2, Colby's 1 for 1. Gaskell at the line, first free throw, bit of a hitch in his giddy up on that release, and it swirls out, no good. Tubbs goes to the bench with those 3 fouls, bringing Barton in for him. And Braden Imhoff is at the table for Colby. He will replace Zane Betts. Griffin Hager's at the scorer's table for Hugoton, intending to replace the shooter if Gaskell gives him a chance. Second free throw is up, and that one swishes through.
Substitution number 3, Griffin.
Colby's lead is 6, 44-38. With 2:21 to play in the third quarter. Colby has not trailed tonight. Last high was at 22 all midway through the second quarter. Barton top of the key for Colby, being guarded tight by Isaac Martin. One dribble for Barton, pass right side for Puckett, right wing for Vaughn. Vaughn has it stripped away and runs it back down in front of his own bench. Now attacking Hager, double team, feeds a cutter, down the lane, Barton lane with the right hand, good! Brian Barton scoring over the smaller defender off the switch again. 8-point Colby lead, 46-38, minute 50 to go here in the third. Hager up top for Bennett, out to Riddlesberger. He drives into a triple team, stops left elbow, kick out right corner, Lewis a 3. Off the back rim, rising for the board was Barton. He had it poked away from behind by Hager, out of bounds. It's Colby ball. Deshaun Lewis, a 43% three-point shooter. Got a good look out of the right corner, but missed it off the heel. Hugoton showing full court pressure. Barton, the only player not being guarded. Vaughn able to pop free and spin away from Hager and keep the pivot foot. Minute 35 to play in the third. Colby by 8, their largest lead of the night. Van Eaton takes a pass on the left wing. Top of the key for Shane Puckett. On the back cut, finds Vaughn down the baseline, lays it in with the right hand. Hunter Vaughn with a game high 16. Colby by 10, 48-38 with a minute 18 left in the third. Riddlesberger fakes a 3, steps back, top of the key, shoots a contested 3. Missed it short, long rebound run down by Isaac Martin for Hugoton. And Hugoton resets. Lewis spinning on Vaughn. Kicks left wing for Hager. Extra pass left corner, Riddlesberger. His three off the front rim. Lewis rebounded, but took a bunny hop trying to stay in bounds and travels with it. Colby ball with a minute to play in the third, leading the 10th ranked team in Class 3A by 10. Inbound from Puckett to Van Eaton. Nearly stripped by Riddlesberger, but able to keep the possession. And Van Eaton takes it into the front court himself. Goes all the way to the basket. Collides with the defender. It's a blocking foul on Deshaun Lewis. Lewis's second foul, team foul number 2. It will be ruled a foul on the floor. So no free throws for Carson. Colby will inbound underneath the rim with 53 seconds left in the third. Hunter Vaughn coming to trigger. Hoop to his right. Parker McKee calling the play from the Colby sideline. Inbound to Barton. Tried to throw it right back to Vaughn. It got deflected and stolen. Loose ball to Martin. Hugoton on the run. In transition, Riddlesberger. A three from the left wing. Swish and the foul. Carson Van Eaton committing basketball's cardinal sin, fouling a three-point shooter. And Riddlesberger, a 37% three-point shooter, cashed the three in transition and has a chance at the four-point play. Van Eaton fouling his first, team foul number 4, as Isaiah Lewis checks in, replacing Deshaun Lewis. Riddlesberger, a 71% foul shooter, converts the four-point play. He's into double figures with 10, the third Hugoton Eagle into double figures. And that cuts the Colby lead to 6, 48-42 with 44 seconds left in the third. Full court pressure from Hugoton, inbound to Vaughn. Reaching and snatching the pass away from Carson Bennett. Now Vaughn brings it into the front court for Colby. Bennett picks him up at the midline. Final 35 seconds of the third. Colby has been able tonight to work clock in these late quarter situations. We'll see if they try and do it again here. Puckett left wing in the corner for Vaughn. He spins and drives the baseline, tosses up a right-handed runner, left it short, rebounded by Hager, and Hugoton with numbers with 17 seconds. Hager peels off, able to get the ball away to Riddlesberger just inside the midcourt line. Down to 10 seconds. Williams, right wing for Bennett, down to 7 seconds. Bennett guarded by Puckett. Up top, Riddlesberger has an open three from deep, missed it short. Long rebound is saved in bounds by Van Eaton to Puckett as time expires on quarter number 3. Colby able to extend their lead from where it sat at halftime. They are 8 minutes away from what would be a massive win over the 10th ranked team in the state. They lead Hugoton 48-42. The fourth quarter's next. You're listening to the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride. Fourth quarter time from Colby High School. The Colby student section to its feet right in front of my broadcast position as Colby leads 3A 10th ranked Hugoton 48-42 as the fourth quarter is underway. Colby ball right to left as you listen. Hunter Vaughn feeds the low post. Shane Puckett back out to Vaughn on the right wing. Back to Puckett in the corner right side. Looking for a cutter, none available. He puts it on the deck and finds Barton top of the key. Brian Barton, left wing pass for Vaughn. Around a screen. Vaughn into the paint. Hooks a pass to a wide open Barton. He blew the layup. It wouldn't go down. Rebounded by Gavin Williams. Oh, he put a pin in that one. Hustling the other way, Carson Bennett for Hugoton to Williams. Backing down Van Eaton. Kick out to Bennett. Top of the key, 3. In and out. Rebounded by Hunter Vaughn. 40 seconds gone in the fourth quarter. Colby by 6. They've led by as many as 10. And have never trailed in this game. Vaughn right wing for Colby to Barton, top of the circle. Angle dribble left, hand off to Vaughn. A fake inside, a kick in the corner for Imhoff. who takes his dribble out to the left wing and bounces for Carson Van Eaton, top of the key. Around the horn it comes to Vaughn on the right wing. Bennett staying on him defensively. Now Barton hands to Imhoff, top of the key. Imhoff mishandles the dribble, has to pick it up off the floor. Looking inside, Williams fronting. Barton steals the ball away. A turnover for Colby, their 7th. 6:40 to play in this contest. Ryle Riddlesberger on the right-handed drive. Throws up a tough righty runner. Missed it. Rebound deflects to Brian Barton for Colby. Vaughn into the front court for Colby with a minute and a half expired in this fourth quarter. Puckett catches, facing away from the basket. Right elbow. Lobs across for Vaughn on the flare screen. Vaughn on the lefty drive into the paint. Fouled on his way up for 2. And Hunter Vaughn's going to the line. The first free throw attempts for Colby in the second half, and only the second and third of the night. Foul called on Gavin Williams, his first. Vaughn, game high honors with 16 points. He and Van Eaton in double figures again. Van Eaton with 13 for Colby. Hunter at the stripe. First try. Off the heel, no good. Rare miss for the 81% foul shooter. 6:20 to play in the fourth. One more chance to make it a 3-possession Colby lead for Vaughn at the line. Second free throw. That one goes. 49-42 Colby. In a hurry, Carson Bennett into the front court. On the right wing with a dribble. Across to Isaiah Harris. Left corner for Griffin Hager. Down low to Williams. Backing down Barton. Spins the baseline left and hooks it up and in with the left hand off the glass. A dozen for Gavin Williams. Cuts the Colby lead to 5. 49-44 with 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Barton top of the key for Colby. Looking in all directions. Finds Vaughn in front of his own bench right side. Off a screen. Vaughn drives with the left hand. Into the paint he goes. Left-handed layup. Spun off the window. Rebounded by Williams and Hugoton on the run. Up the middle of the floor, it's Bennett. Cruising down the paint. Euro step. Righty floater up and short, but he got fouled. And Carson Bennett can close the deficit to 3 at the line here. That foul on Carson Van Eaton, his second. Team foul number 5, and Colby calls a 30-second timeout before the free throws. We'll keep it here with 5:42 remaining in the fourth quarter. Colby has led the entire night. There have been ties at 5, 17, and 22, but otherwise Colby has enjoyed the advantage against the 10th ranked team in Class 3A according to the KBCA poll. But Hugoton trying to piece together a little run here as they trail by as many as 10 in the third quarter. Got a 4-point play from Ryle Riddlesberger to get back within 6. Now after Colby has struggled offensively in the first 2 minutes and change of this fourth quarter, Carson Bennett, an 83% foul shooter, will have 2 at the line to try and make it a 3-point game. Colby makes a sub. Guy Tubbs checks into the game, replacing Brian Barton. Bennett tonight, 1 for 2 at the stripe. He's got 15 points to lead the way for Hugoton, coming in as their leading scorer, averaging 14 a game. Did not start tonight. Well, actually, he did. It was Ryle Riddlesberger who didn't start. We're not sure why he and Gavin Williams didn't start, but they've combined for 22 off the bench as Bennett swishes his first free throw. One more to come for the junior. On the way, and it swirls in. 3-point ball game. Colby 49, Hugoton 46, 5:40 to play here at Colby High School. Vaughn into the front court for Colby. Bounces for Tubbs, top of the circle. Tubbs surveys the floor. Delivers right wing for Carson Van Eaton. Then sets a screen. Van Eaton steps back and fires a 3. That's off the back rim. Maybe an ill-advised shot there. Near steal in the backcourt by Vaughn after the rebound by Gaskell. Bennett out ahead. Into the right corner. Riddlesberger 3 in the tie. Yes. 7-0 run by Hugoton to tie the game at 49 with 5:10 to go. Hunter Vaughn lobs for Tubbs, top of the key. Feeding the cutter, Vaughn down the lane right, steps back, fakes a long 2, try to throw it out to the corner, it's stolen away, Bennett. 2-on-2 the other way, Bennett peels off to the right wing, Colby hustles back defensively. Now Riddlesberger, left elbow, across right wing for Hager. He puts it on the deck, feeds Gaskell down the middle of the paint, Gaskell righty layup up and in, and for the first time tonight, Hugoton leads. Emmett Gaskell puts Hugoton in front, 51-49 with 4:35 to go. A 9-0 run by the visitors. Van Eaton down low to Puckett, double team. Back to Van Eaton on the wing, around the horn, Vaughn right side. He finds Tubbs. Left wing for Van Eaton. Tubbs sets a screen. Van Eaton strip, gets the ball back, taps it for Vaughn between the circles. Vaughn backing away from his defender Bennett. Lobs for Braden Imhoff. Going for the steal was Hager. Imhoff able to keep the ball away from him as he puts it on the deck. Spins to his right. Into the paint he goes. Leans in, up and under. Fake shot blocked out of bounds by Gavin Williams. Hugoton has really cranked it up on the defensive end, and that has created this 9-0 run that has put them in front with half of the fourth quarter expired. Inbound from underneath. Lob to Van Eaton. He fakes the handoff. Tried to step around Riddlesberger but could not. Now it's out to Vaughn, top of the key. Vaughn backing away from his defender, Bennett. Screen from Tubbs. Vaughn penetrating, goes underneath the basket, and is fouled on a hand check. Foul on Carson Bennett, his second. Team foul number 4 on Hugoton. Braden Imhoff to inbound. Feeds Tubbs, short corner right. Around the horn it comes to Van Eaton and stops with him. Back across right wing to Vaughn. He fakes a deep three. Dumps it down low looking for Tubbs. He falls down. It was Williams again reaching around to steal an entry pass. Second time he's done that in this quarter. Home fans wanted a foul, didn't get it. 3:30 to go in the fourth. Hugoton with the ball and all the momentum, leading 51-49 on a 9-0 run. Williams catches high post left. Backing down Tubbs into the middle of the paint. Kick out right wing. Hager a three. That goes. And Colby calls a timeout. From down 10 in the third, Hugoton leads by 5 with 3:16 to play, 54-49. Back in a minute. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Colby calls 60-second timeout.
The Colby Eagles do not have a field goal so far in this fourth quarter, and with 3:16 to play in the game, they have given up a 12-0 run to visiting Hugoton, who now leads 54-49. Colby ball right to left out of the timeout. Top of the key, Carson Van Eaton. Elevator screen, free for three, off the mark, rebound tipped, and Bennett has it for Hugoton. Another one and done for Colby. On the run, Riddlesberger ahead. Fakes a three, drives the right baseline. No look pass left corner. Hager open three, left it short. Long rebound of Van Eaton for Colby. Colby needed a stop there and got it. As Hager, who had knocked down the three prior to the timeout, got another open look but left it short. Hunter Vaughn spins to the right wing, hands off to Shane Puckett. Off a guy Tubbs screen, back to Vaughn, right wing. Right hand drive for Vaughn, into the paint, hangs and floats and misses the runner, but draws the foul on Williams. And Hunter Vaughn going back to the free throw line with 2:37 to play, and Colby down 5.
Foul number 25, Gavin Williams.
Williams' second foul, both teams with 5 team fouls. Right now, Hugoton has the arrow. Free throw for Vaughn, in and out. Zane Betts checks in for Braden Imhoff for Colby. Hunter Vaughn's missed a couple of free throws in this fourth quarter. Colby just 1 point in the quarter. They led by 6 coming in. They're down 5 right now. Hunter doesn't get the roll on the second. And Hugoton rebounds with a 5-point lead. The wheels coming off for Colby here in the fourth quarter with 2:30 to go. Betts guarding Emmett Gaskell with the dribble high left. Now to Bennett between the circles. Left wing for Riddlesberger. Betts on him off a switch. Across for Hager. Crowd trying to will Colby back in. Lob into the post, catching over the top. Williams wide open. He lays it in. 14 straight points for Hugoton. They lead at 56-49. 2:07 left. Colby needs a bucket in the worst way. A foul called on the other end. Van Eaton held by Riddlesberger. That's Riddlesberger's first. Team foul number 6. So Colby in the bonus for the final 2:04. This is almost a must-score possession here for Colby. Down by 7 after they led by 10 in the third. Inbound, poked away again by Williams. Intended for Tubbs. It's out of bounds along the left sideline and stays with Colby. Williams has been such a force defensively tonight with deflections and block shots at 6'5". Van Eaton inbounding, finds Betts in the corner. He dribbles out of danger and gives to Vaughn, high left, just inside the midcourt stripe. Vaughn bounces for Tubbs, left elbow. Flare screen, Vaughn right wing. Fakes the three, takes the three, hits the back rim, no. Williams boards for Hugoton with 1:45 to go. Gaskell taking his time, walking the ball up into the front court. Puckett on him defensively. Left wing handoff for Bennett. Puckett switches on to him. Minute and a half to go. Williams working that dribble. Taking a handoff, Hager between the circles. High right, it's Bennett with 1:22 left, and Betts trying to give a foul, does. It's Zane's first. It's also team foul number 6 on Colby. Hugoton, 62% from the line on the year as a team. Inbound is a lob. It's overthrown. Riddlesberger trying to run it down, and he does just underneath the Colby basket. Sprinting ahead, a behind-the-back dribble to elude 2 defenders back into the front court. Riddlesberger has it back from Hager with 1:10 left, and Riddlesberger is fouled. And that will send him to the line for a 1-and-1. Shane Puckett called for the personal, his third. Team foul number 7. Riddlesberger, a 71% foul shooter. Riddlesberger and Bennett are the two you don't want to put at the line if you have your choice. Riddlesberger is 1 for 1 at the free throw line tonight. Front end of the 1-and-1 up and in. Colby led all the way up until this big run started by Hugoton. Led by 7 early in this quarter, but they still have a field goal, and we're almost into the final minute. Both free throws good for Riddlesberger. The run is now 16-0 for Hugoton, and they lead 58-49 with 1:11 left. Timeout, we'll take it. You're listening to Eagle Basketball, 100.3 The Ride. Now, barring something frantic here in the final minute 11, Colby headed for a heartbreak at home. They are the victims of a 16-0 Hugoton run and now trail 58-49 as we're back to action. Top of the key, Carson Van Eaton fakes a 3, drives and kicks, left corner. Vaughn gets an open look for 3. Off the front rim, no, and it's rebounded by Gaskell for Hugoton. Colby still not with a field goal made in this fourth quarter, and a foul called in the backcourt. Gaskell will walk to the other end to shoot a 1-and-1 as Hunter Vaughn picks up his first personal, or his second personal. It's team foul number 8. The way that this game has turned on its head, Colby led 48-38 as Gaskell gets the roll on the front end of the 1-and-1. It spun around the rim and banked in off the window. Colby makes a change. Braden Imhoff checks in for Zane Betts. From a 10-point lead to now a 10-point fourth quarter deficit for Colby. And Gaskell misses the second, but Gavin Williams has the offensive rebound. And Colby has to give another foul. Gaskell fouled out on the perimeter by Vaughn. Vaughn's third, and the frustration for Colby's junior leader is palpable. As Gaskell heads back to the free throw line for another 1-and-1 on team foul number 9. Here's the front end. It rattles in. Remarkable turn of events in the fourth quarter. This did not look possible the way Colby played in the first 3 quarters, but in this fourth quarter, Hugoton showing why they're a team that has state tournament aspirations this year, just like they did last year when they went to the 3A tournament. Hunter Vaughn spinning into the paint, up and under fake, shot up, blocked, but he's fouled. And Vaughn will go to the line with 42 seconds to go, with Colby down a dozen. Foul called on Bennett, his third. Part of Colby's woes in this fourth quarter, Vaughn, a normally reliable free throw shooter, 1 of 4 from the line in the quarter. First free throw for Hunter here, drops home. Colby breaks the 50-point barrier with that made free throw. Just the 3rd time all year they've had back-to-back games with 50-plus points. Small consolation, I'm sure. Vaughn hits both, and Colby calls time. They're within 10 with 42 seconds left. It's a full timeout, but we'll keep it here. Those free throws by Hunter Vaughn put a stop to what was a 19-0 Hugoton run here in this fourth quarter. And any post-mortem of this game, and of course we'll have Parker McKee join us on the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show, we'll have to start with what changed. Why could Colby not put it in the basket? Why could they not keep Hugoton from doing the same in the fourth quarter? Because the first 3 quarters, Colby was in control. But it all went sideways in a hurry in the fourth quarter, and the Hugoton run was like an avalanche. While Riddlesberger hit a 3, Gavin Williams was immense. Emmett Gaskell's layup put Hugoton ahead, and then it was Griffin Hager off the bench, who averages just 3 points a night, hitting a 3 that made it 54-49 and forced Colby to call a timeout with 3:16 to play. Colby still very much in it in that stage, but just could not score. They do not have a field goal still in this final quarter with 42 seconds to play. Deshaun Lewis has checked back in for Hugoton. He will inbound. Colby with full court pressure trying to deny the inbound pass, but it comes in anyway to Bennett, and Bennett is fouled by Braden Imhoff. That's Imhoff's second and team foul number 10. A double bonus opportunity for Bennett, who is an 83% foul shooter. Hugoton as a team, 8 of 11 from the stripe. Bennett tonight with 17. That leads 3 double-figure scorers for Hugoton. Front end of the double bonus is nothing but nylon. Guy Tubbs checks in, replacing Zane Betts for the Eagles. The Colby Eagles, I should specify, with 40 seconds to go. Colby will drop to 6-9, but I'm not sure there will be any loss harder to swallow so far this season than this one. A chance to beat a top 10 team on your home floor with the gym rocking, and they couldn't do it. Bennett made both free throws to make it 63-51. Vaughn misses a 3 on the other end, but the rebound is out of bounds off of Riddlesberger. So Colby keeps it with 32 seconds left, down by a dozen. Carson Van Eaton inbounding, hoop to his left. Lob for Tubbs, deep in the left corner, back inside for Van Eaton with position, layup good. And there is Colby's first field goal of the fourth quarter. It's going to be too little, too late. Cuts it to 63-53 with 23 seconds. Full court pressure for Colby. Hugoton breaks it. Bennett into the front court, double team, gets the ball away to Hager. And Colby content to not foul, so Hugoton content to dribble it out. Tip your cap to the visiting Hugoton Eagles. A 19-0 fourth quarter run to take command of this game. Colby led by as many as 10 in the second half. They will lose it by 10 as the horn sounds. Your final score, Hugoton 63 and Colby 53. The Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show is coming up next. You're listening to the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.